Hello guys and welcome to my video. In this video I'm going to show you what are the good items to start off with flipping. And the first item here is going to be Zul Andra Teleport. I know this item is quite pricey, but the margin is always so good that even if you don't have that much of money, you can just buy and sell these more quickly and repeat the process more than if you have a big stack of money. But definitely this is a good item even if you have a big stack of coins. And the second one is going to be cannonballs and Zura scales. Now these two items are the core items in my opinion. These are always good and they are always really quickly buying and selling, and the margin is really good. In cannonballs, it's typically going to be something like 5 GP to 8 GP. So even if you cut the price with 1 GB, you are most likely going to get like 50k profits, which is good in my opinion, because this is going to be like less than 5 minutes to buy and sell your cannonballs. And the Zura scales, well, the profit margin is usually like 1 GB. It can be 2 GB, but that's rare, at least to get it quickly done, which is the point in here, because you are starting off the flipping, so it's nice if you actually can get the money out, in and out really quickly. Okay, so the next item is going to be runes in general, but most importantly, the death runes, nature runes, and blood runes. Now, these runes typically have margin that is something like 5 to 10 GB. Well, 10 is quite rare, but sometimes you get even 10. But what is the nice thing here is that whenever you are trading, you can get all the 10,000 runes in and out in probably less than 5 minutes. Sometimes it takes a little bit more, sometimes it takes even less, but it's going to be somewhere around there. And here I'm actually trading astral runes, but basically all the runes used in combat are really good, and you can try which of those runes work with you. Sometimes they have 1 GP margin, and then you shouldn't probably try to flip with those, try to figure out something else, but most likely they are going to be just fine and you will do great with those. And the next item group is going to be potions. Now the potions are a little bit tricky because some of these potions you are just not able to buy those whenever you want. It takes hours to get a decent amount of those, and the margins usually are not that great. But I have a stamina potion here as an example, and it's usually fine. You can get it relatively quickly and sell it relatively quickly with decent margin. Now, at this time, it wasn't that great of margin, and I didn't flip with that, but you can try. Usually the margin is great, and try to figure out whether it's worth it or not. My advice is to stick with these really volatile items that are traded in huge amounts and really often, so that you are not bound with one item, like let's say 3 hours you are trying to buy the items and then you get like 1,000 of those potions, for example, and you have to sell them in 4 hours. And in that time, you could be trading something like U-locks, for example, and get 12,000 of these in like 5 minutes. And the profit could be like 40k or something like that. And the last item is going to be steel bars. And steel bars in this video was really good actually. But that's all about it. I hope you enjoyed the video and we will be back in the next video. Bye!